Well, good morning, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you. Today is the 8th of March, April. We were just talking about not knowing what day it is. It's the 8th of April, 2020, and I'm so grateful. I've got a dear friend with me here today, Reverend Jonathan Zenz. Say hi, Jonathan.
Hello, hello. How are you this morning?
Very well. Glad you could be with us. And glad that everybody watching on the recording is with us. And glad that anybody who's watching live is with us as well. This is morning prayers. And it started back in March just because I needed a reason to pray. And I was realizing I wasn't praying with enough of my friends. And there's an old saying in this philosophy that a minister that's too busy to pray is far too busy to begin with. And so I set out to start praying with friends and colleagues. And wow, what a great experience it's been. So, Reverend Jonathan is with us today from Tucson, and he's really active down in the Tucson area and about to step into the pulpit at the Unity of Tucson, correct?
Yes, I actually have stepped in now. As of last Wednesday was my first official day. A week ago, 1 day, 1 week and a day.
A week and a day. There we go.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. So you can learn more about Jonathan over on one of his Facebook pages, Tucson New Thought on Facebook. We'll talk a little more about that later. And do remember that if you'd like to get your prayer requests into this program, please just shoot me an email, revbriz@spiritevolving.com. I'll get praying on whatever request you have. If you'd like them included in the live stream, we'll do that as well. Or I'll just pray for you when you don't know I'm praying for you. It still works. So, well, Jonathan, thanks for being with us. You know, the question I ask everybody and where we jump off from is, in these times and these days, what's been in your heart? What's been in your prayers?
So well, you mentioned Tucson New Thought, and that was my work that I began. Oh, I don't know if you can hear my cat. That was the work that I began here in Tucson 2 years ago before I took over as the senior minister at Unity of Tucson. And as we were building, I started doing a monthly theme, and this month it's harmony and wholeness. And that was actually a fluke, because I feel like what we're experiencing in the globe right now is a necessity for more harmony and wholeness expressed. You know, I see so many people saying on my various social media feeds, I am really looking forward to what happens at the end of this. I really look forward to the new world order at the end of this. And I'm saying that can be where we are right now. And that's what I would love to, embody: harmony and wholeness right here and right now and evermore.
Great. Fabulous. Cool. Well, that sounds like a prayer. I like that idea.
Yeah.
So what we do here, folks, is called Share a Prayer. And the idea is that Reverend Jonathan's going to get the prayer started, take it as far as Spirit wants, and at some point Spirit will kind of nudge him some way and say, all right, you're done. And he'll pass it over to me. I'll wrap up the prayer, and then we'll say our goodbyes, get you into your day uplifted, inspired, and with a great vibration. So Reverend Jonathan, please take us away.
All right, so I'm going to invite us all, to each and every one of us, just right where we are, take in this moment, allow ourselves to settle into the breath. And if it's comfortable and safe for you to close your eyes, you're welcome to do so. And just allow yourself to take in a nice deep cleansing breath and release that breath. Settling into this receptive space, this space of oneness, this space of wholeness, taking in another nice deep breath and release. And one more time, in and out. And it truly is in this moment, this perfect moment, that I allow myself to settle into the recognition, the knowledge, the infinite truth that there is a power and presence for good that is consistently unfolding itself in terms of all creation. There is only this power. There is source and nothing else. There is God and nothing else. There is this infinite outflow and inflow of love. There is circulation. There is nothing else. There is only this infinite play of divine presence upon itself in terms of all creation. There is this flow, this good. There is nothing else. And so rooted in this knowledge, rooted in this understanding, I know that I am that which is. We, each and every one of us, are that which is. We are the good. We are the flow. We are the light. We are the life. We are God. We are. Our identity is divine. And rooted in this, I know that the word I speak right here and right now, this word, it is rooted with the power and volition of this infinite divine presence. And so as I speak my word, I know it is so. I allow it to unfold perfectly, easily, and effortlessly for all humanity, for all creation. And so I speak my word with this knowledge in mind, that the world is living in perfect harmony. The world is living as perfect harmony, that everything in this world, everything in this universe is aligned perfectly, easily, and effortlessly in a harmonious state now and evermore. That this harmony is speaking itself and expressing itself and being more of itself, wholly, here and now. And so the world gathers together in a harmonious state and expresses fully and wholly its divine nature, that is its core. There's a spiritual blueprint that is letting itself be known, and anything unlike it is simply washed away in the here and now. And so I know that we are in harmony, we are in wholeness, we are in the good, we are of the good, for there is nothing separate. And so more of the good expresses itself in constructive ways by means of each and every one of us. I live this truth and I trust in this, and I know this to be so as I pass the light to Robert.
And I feel that vibration. I feel the vibration of wholeness. I feel the vibration of harmony. I feel the vibration of love radiating through all of life. For I know that collectively this entire planet creates the whole. But there's nothing outside of the wholeness of God's life. In fact, beyond this planet, the entire universe, and even that which is unknown beyond that, all still part of the wholeness, of the oneness, of one whole, complete human experience, human body on this planet. And I know that from that oneness, all phenomenon arises, all experiences arises out of the one. There's nothing separate, nothing divisive, no other, no devil, no Satan, no disease, none of that separation in the mind of God. There is the wholeness, the oneness, the through line, that golden thread that radiates and animates and binds everything, all of life. So I know that whatever's going on here, whatever you want to call it, whatever anyone wants to label it, or however we want to perceive this collective global experience, what I know is I know at the very center of it, there must be God, so it must be good. If there is God, then there is a goodness somewhere, wanting to be known, wanting to be seen and revealed and felt and experienced. And from my own human limited perspective, I see the connection of humanity growing more and more closer and closer. That each one is awakening to the spiritual truth that we are all in this together, that there is one human family. I see people across this entire planet awakening into a grander truth. And it is through that truth, through this experience, that we create harmony. We get to experience it and we get to create it. A smile from across the street as we walk. a wave to a neighbor who we want to hug, and yet right now we know it's best not. And still, the human spirit, the humanness survives because the divine is animating the human. So I am in this moment filled with the vibration of harmony. I can hear the harmony of humanity echoing, reverberating across the entire planet. Lifted up in song, those that are howling at the moon in unity and oneness, those singing, those that are still dancing all alone in their living rooms and bedrooms. Regardless of the appearances, there is life, and it is good, and it is happening. And together, humanity moves beyond, moves into the great next yet to be, moves into that whatever wants to be. I feel the sense of a deep vision emerging, a grand vision for humanity in the next coming years and decades and epoch. And throughout it all, there is God. There is the one. The power, the presence, the intelligence that's operating as all life. So I am in this moment just filled with gratitude for this opportunity to pray, for this opportunity to allow God to speak through. Most especially, I'm grateful to know that God's got this, that this entire experience is held and known in the mind of God, and God is guiding and directing all of humanity through this into our greater yet to be, into that next great expression of the grand vision for life on this planet and beyond. So again, I am grateful to be in this place, to be witness to what's happening, and most especially grateful to know that God's got this, that this is a done deal in the mind of God. This prayer is already acted upon by God. And so I release the word into the law, and I let it be. I get myself out of the way. I let go of any question about how or when or why, and just rest in the deep knowing that it is all good because it is all God. And I affirm that truth this morning and invite you to join me in affirming that truth as we say together, and so it is. And so it is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, dear ones, for being with us. I want to say thank you again to Reverend Jonathan, and Reverend Jonathan, he definitely is out there. I know you do. You're a guest with Rev Steph's Wake Up, Say Thank You on the first Thursday of the month. Rev Steph was with us last night.
Yes.
In the evening session, so you can catch Jonathan there or on Tucson New Thought over on Facebook.
Yeah, and I do, just for awareness, I do prayer at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern on Tucson New Thought every single weekday.
There we go. So
yeah.
There's another one, folks. We got 8:15 Mountain with me, 8 o'clock Pacific with Rev Steph. You said 11 or
11:30 Pacific.
11:30 Pacific with John. So you can fill your day with prayer pretty easily right now. And if you want a little something in between the prayers, well, please check out New Thought Radio. It's positively inspiring tunes. All your favorite New Thought artists, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, newthoughtradio.net. It's a great place to up your inspiration, up your vibration, and get your boogie on. So great. Hey, look at that. And we're right about on time. So Reverend Jonathan, thank you again for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
And I trust that you'll see some familiar faces over on your prayers. And I'll look forward to catching your next broadcast from Unity of Tucson. So,
glorious. Thank you.
Absolutely. Everyone else watching, thank you for being with us. We'll be back this evening, 8:15 Mountain. Until next time, peace and blessings. And